Ah, Florida moss. Flowing so beautifully in the wind. That's real Florida right there. If you pull out your encyclopedia, if you still own an encyclopedia, and look up real Florida, you will see a moving picture of moss festooning itself in the wind. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. You don't want to take that stuff though and rub it on your body. Not wise. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's The Daily Woo. That tree has been split in half to make room for the telephone wires. We have a Santa down. We have a Santa down. There's a cool old vintage classic truck back there getting gas. I think there's an unwritten rule in some areas. If you leave a truck sitting for any particular length of time, it will get tagged by spray paint. I've done a lot of traveling and I've seen a lot of gas stations in my day, and this one is the most bizarre because the parking area are right next to the gas pumps themselves. You don't see this very often. In fact, never. The only place to park is if you are parking at the gas pumps. Weird, right? The clouds are looking slightly ominous today. I don't think it's rained in Central Florida since that hurricane came through right along the coast about a month and a half ago. Those clouds are moving pretty fast. This is not a time lapse. That's real speed. Those things just zipping along. This is the Plaza del Sol, a shopping center. And it used to be called the Osceola Mall. But back in the day, my friends and I, we used to call it the Small. There used to be an arcade bounce house in here, and now it's closed. Many, many years ago, straight ahead, there used to be a Walmart attached to the mall. And of course it closed and it moved to a location further down the road. And now they have put up this beige wall, pretty much hiding the fact that it ever existed. After Walmart left, it turned into a couple other stores, including this clothing store, which has also closed. There's some gumball machines here, and I wonder what's inside those. It's a mystery. You have to use your Columbo-like research skills. Or an easier way is just insert a quarter, which I don't have any change. And there's even a Kissimmee Police Department substation inside the mall. The stage is for authorized personnel only. And judging by the tree that's sitting here, I'm guessing the only authorized person is Santa Claus. If I could actually fit inside this boat, I would ride it repeatedly because riding a wake buster sounds like a lot of fun. Here's another vending machine. This one is not gumballs though. It's special forces stuff. You can get handcuffs, grenades, weapons, a whole arsenal of things, just for 50 cents. This might be Central Florida's biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fan. This car is decked out. It's a long commute. All the way down here. Shh. Be very quiet. That's a reindeer right there. You don't want to scare it off. Oh, you know what I've noticed also? A lot of these huge, gargantuan flagpoles are popping up everywhere. And I think, according to a few people that have told me, those might be cell phone towers disguised as a flagpole. Quite possibly could be true. Very, very slow moving. This guy is holding a table or something on top of his vehicle. He doesn't have it tied down, he just has his arm out the side, holding it. He might want to pull over, maybe invest in some string or rope or something, because I think his arm's going to get really tired holding that. Back in the early 90s, there used to be a full golf course behind that fence, and they have placed these palm tree leaves all along this road to hide the fact that there is the old clubhouse, which sits right back there. You can see the road that led back there, and there it is over in the corner. I think I could drive back here. Let's give it a shot. There's still remnants of the old fence, and as I pulled up, A guy rode off on his bike. I think there's a guy living in there. Probably a squatter needing a place to stay. So I don't think I'm gonna enter inside that building, because there might be other people in there as well. Holy cow, this still exists. This used to be on Highway 192, and I featured it in a video years and years and years ago. And they moved it back here behind this hotel. You don't need money on this vacation. All you need is imagination. Yeah, Salt and Pepper would be very disappointed right now. I just now realized the rental car I got has no mirror when you flip this down. That's not good. How in the heck am I supposed to see myself? There are a lot of birds flying around, scavenging food and waste from the landfill. You see the trash trucks going in and out, taking garbage to be disposed of, and these birds are reaping the benefits. Hitchcock would be proud. The Daily Woo, episode number 2, was right over there. Man, that was a long time ago. And it blows my mind just a little bit to think that even as far back as that was, I still haven't missed an upload. You gotta love Orlando area traffic. It's a beautiful thing. There looks to be a little swamp starting to formulate right here off this off-ramp. The Artegon Mall. Right off International Drive in Orlando. An oversized cowboy hat and some boots on the side of the wall in mural formation. There is also a Bass Pro Shops Outdoor World in the complex. And it is at this location on Saturday, December 17th, starting at exactly 1 p.m. I will be doing a free meetup here in Central Florida. Let's go inside. I'll show you where it's gonna be. Once you find a parking spot, look for the big letters that spell out Artegon and the glass, huge glass entryway, and just head towards that. Once inside, walk straight forward, and then you're going to go this way towards the Cinemark theaters, which are down that way. As you walk the floor, you will notice these numbers that are placed on the ground. They signify each of the aisles. So continue on past 9, past 10, and just keep walking a couple more rows. Once you see this record store and this really cool wooden Christmas tree, the next number on the ground is 13. That's the aisle you are arriving at. Right here across from Big J's Toys is a place called KickBright Shops and Buttons. But my friends own this shop, and they have asked the Artegon permission, and they granted it and said that we could do a meetup right here at their shop. Evidently, there used to be a game called Stop Thief, and you would use this remote control looking thing to stop crime. And this Dunkin' Donuts old school thermos, I kind of want that. Whenever I would play these maze games, these wooden maze games, these labyrinths, I would have the same look on my face as that child. One of complete confusion. They have not only one New Kids on the Block sleeping bag, but a second one of a different color. Some pretty fantastic home decor, including this unicorn staring off into oblivion. So this is where it's going to happen. December 17th, 1 p.m. Saturday. It's free. They have a puzzle of a really delicious looking hamburger with cheese. Well, I guess technically it's a cheeseburger. That's pretty cool. And a Pink Panther and Sons metal lunchbox. I never realized the Pink Panther had any children. Here's their business card with their specific address. If you wanted to type it into Google Maps, 5250 International Drive, Orlando, Florida. And they are in row E, number 13. And I've known Jeffrey since my punk rock days, and he used to make these fanzines, which were very popular in the punk rock community. And check this out, an article talking about a filming location video I did back in 2012 when me and him went around and did the locations of Daryl. And that's me right there. Super cool. I never knew he made this. So he gave me this book as a little memento, a little memory of the past. I'll also have a bunch of these pins to give away to everyone who shows up. I'm gonna make a lot more than this, so come out, get yourself a free pin. As time goes on, I'd like to do more meetups around the country and hopefully even in other areas outside the country at some point. I don't want to do them constantly. I don't want to do them in every town. But occasionally, if it's a centralized point where it's easy for everyone to get to, I would like to throw them in from time to time. A couple days after Christmas, I will be departing Florida. I know from Thanksgiving until basically a couple days before New Year's. A little bit different style of the vlogs. Thanks for bearing with me through the holidays. Big plans. More on that later. But I just want to let you know there is things that will be happening. Oh yes. Lots going on up here. Prepare thyselves. Vlog